Welcome to Majors Baseball on Majors TV. Sorry about the technical difficulties there. We bring you Majors Baseball on Majors TV. Dylan Baker, Matt Hiscox with you, as you may have seen on your screen. The London Majors have been hot coming into the ball game, as have the Welland Jackfish, who come in after beating Kitchener last night. And the Majors, thanks to their streak, they have climbed up in the standings. Matt, talk more about the standings here.
Well, very like we've seen for the past 6 years, is up there at number one. And Kitchener's back at number two as they lost yesterday to these Welland Jackfish 10-3. But we see London, they're climbing there with the win yesterday in Guelph, as well as the win on Friday against the Hamilton Cardinals. So they're climbing up, and they've won their last 3 games in a row as well. So it's definitely helping them out.
Yes, it should be a very good ball game here tonight, as Welland has won their last 4, London has won their last 3. It'll be very interesting to see. It's a very important game for the Majors, isn't it, Matt?
It is. It's a very important game, as you want to continue the success for the Majors, and you want to see Juliano Higuera, who we'll see on the bump, continue his success as we saw him in Hamilton pick up nine complete innings. Unfortunately, coming out with a surprising no decision on that game.
Yeah, and it was disappointing to see that Higuera only got a no decision there after his wonderful outing. He pitched 9 complete innings, striking out 13, and could not get anything in the decisions column. So now taking a look, Matt, at the keys to the game for the Majors. Let's take a look at them right now.
Well, the biggest thing is you want to see the Majors get on the board early, because if they don't get on early, they're going to fall behind the starting pitcher for Welland, who is Christian Young. You want to see them get ahead, like we said earlier, start with the scoring and getting runs on the board. The biggest thing is, like we mentioned, Julian Higuera, he strikes guys out. So you don't want to see the defense fall asleep behind him and stay alive in the game.
You also need to play with energy and hit the early strike. As we will take a look now at the starting lineup for the Majors. Looking more of the same from from yesterday, pardon me, and give us a look at it, Matt.
Well, you see Carlos Arteaga, who has been hitting leadoff the last few games, and the newcomer, Yuki Usada, who yesterday went 1 for 5 in his debut with the Majors, but also had an RBI, so he's doing very well. And then the meat of the order, the guys that hit power. We saw Byron Reichstein hit one off the scoreboard today, so he's hitting 5th with Brownlee and Pena in front of him. And then you've got the catcher, Jonathan Thibodeau, who has caught very well so far this year. And the newcomer as well. We've seen 2 newcomers this weekend, Yuki Yasada and Josh Williams, the big first baseman, who almost makes Cleveland look small out there. And then Mike Ambrose back at third base, and Kyle Gormandy playing left field, as we see Ambrose back at third.
Yeah, Mike Ambrose makes his return to third base in this one. And Matt, talk a little bit about what Yuki Yasuda brings to this Majors lineup.
Yuki brings confidence. He also brings smooth, relaxed at second base. So it makes your pitching staff and everybody like that in the infield a lot easier when they're out there and they don't have to worry about errors or anything over at first base. At second base there.
Yes, the Majors have a very reliable defensive middle infielder in Yuki Yasuda, and Majors are the only game going on in the IBL today. Matt, what else do we have?
Well, we've got Barrie today in Hamilton, so that'll be an interesting one as the game continues. We'll keep you updated. The big one for me is that Kitchener-Brantford game. Brantford has been on a very low start to start the season. They're 1-15. You got to think there's got to be something that manager Kevin Hussey can do this year to turn that team around. And then you got the game in Christie Pitts with Guelph and Toronto, the 2 blue teams going at it, and the meat of the standings as well.
Yes, so it'll be a very good day, very big day in the IBL. The Jays take on the Red Sox, and Detroit against Cleveland in the MLB. Now let's take a look at the Majors' opponents and the Welland Jackfish lineup.
Well, Welland brings in, I believe it's about the same lineup they had yesterday, with Brandon Nicholson and Caleb Feverstay hitting 1-2, and then Matt Schmidt, who will be hitting 3. DeAndre Asbury he is a very wrecking ball out in center field. He can get any ball that's out there. Andrew Mercier at DH with Nolan Pettipies, Brendan Dobson, Wilson Soriano, Greg Marco, and then the pitcher Christian Young. So that's the lineup for the Welland Jackfish. And we see Christian Young is coming in here. He's played one game this year, and it'll be interesting to see what he does here for the majors. As he's pitched against the majors, he's pitched 6 in 1 innings, allowing 5 earned runs this year already. Nolan Pettipies is another one that will definitely look at this game, as he's not a huge power bat, nor is he a run producer, but he's definitely a guy that will hit for average. That'll be the runs that you see Andrew Mercier and Andre Asbury-Heath bringing in.
Yeah, and Pettipies is one of those guys that when he gets on base, he can lead to a bunch of runs for the Jackfish, scoring them in a lot of different ways with his speed as well. So we are almost set for first pitch, sending it to public address announcer Dave Woody for the rest of the lineups and the national anthem.
At first base, number 37, Josh Williams. Playing third base, number 32, Mike Ambrose. And in left field, wearing number 10, Kyle Gorman. Your starting pitcher for your majors, number 21, Leandre Higuera.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise and remove your caps for the national anthem. Joining us today is Matty Holman, born and raised in Orangeville, Ontario, and lead singer of the band Halliday. Matty moved to London 2 years ago to pursue a career in music. Matty is a recent graduate from the Music History Arts program, and she loves performing anytime she can, including right now for our national anthem.
God keep us glorious victory. Oh, Canada, we stand on God for thee. Oh, Canada, we stand on God for
A beautiful rendition of the national anthems there, as we are almost set for first pitch here at Labatt Park. Juliandre Higuera will get his warm-up pitches in. We might have a ceremonial first pitch as well. We are almost set for baseball here. And taking a deeper look at Juliandre Higuera, the Majors starting pitcher, he always has a strong start out there for the Majors. In his last start in Hamilton, as we mentioned with Matt, he pitched 9 innings, only allowing 1 run while striking out 13 batters. And his first start as a London Major was in Welland against the Jackfish. Did not go as well as he would have loved, as he would have liked, allowing 4 runs, but it was a very cold day, and Higuera loves pitching at home, which is a lot of emotion when he's out there on the mound in front of the home fans. As there's the ceremonial first pitch. Looks like it sailed a little bit, but that's all good. Hopefully it does not sail for Higuera. as they're getting a picture in. The Majors today, they come in having won their last 3 ball games as they take on the Welland Jackfish, who have won their last 4. The Majors are climbing in the standings. They're in 4th place. They could put themselves only a game out of 4th with a win here today. The Majors will wear their white pinstriped uniforms with the green hats as it is Salute the Service Day here at Labatt Park, and we are almost set for baseball. For the Welland Jackfish, they will be wearing their green Jackfish jerseys with gray pants, blue helmets, and blue hats. Higuera is almost ready to go on the mound. He is just getting his pitches in as the Majors get set for baseball here at Labatt Park. It is a beautiful and delightful 25 degrees at Labatt at the moment right now, and we will hope that continues out throughout the ball game. No rain expected. Leandro Higuera is a very fun pitcher to have at home for the home fans because of the promotion. 5 free wings from Buffalo Wild Wings if the pitcher strikes out 5 batters or more. Higuera is a very high strikeout guy. He leads the IBL in strikeouts with 58, and he is well ahead of the second place pitcher there. So Yuki Yasuda is out there at second base, getting his ground balls in. It's the first time that the Labatt Park London Majors faithful will get to see him as he makes his Majors home debut, and we are almost set for baseball as Brandon Nicholson strolls up to the plate. Nicholson has been a very good catalyst for the Jackfish at the beginning of their order, and he will look to continue that here against a very tough arm in Higuera. First pitch is going to miss for ball 1, and the first pitch is at 1:14. First pitch flies at 1:14 p.m. The 1-0, that's going to be a called strike 1, so Higuera gets his first strike of the ball game. Higuera comes set. Here's the pitch. That's low, 2-1. The break at the belt and the offering from Higuera, that's going to miss. 3 balls, 1 strike now, not the start Higuera was looking for. Here's the pitch on the ground, right back up the middle, past Higuera, right to Arteaga behind the base. Fires it over to Williams at first, and there's the first out. A very good play by Carlos Arteaga, ranging over to the hole and making the play. So 1 out now, and that will bring up Caleb Feuerstake. After the 6-3 put out there, Higuera now works against a lefty and Caleb Feuerstake. And against lefties, Leandro Higuera's off-speed stuff, which is already very good, is even better as it dives away from them. Here's the first offering. That's up high and maybe a little bit in. 1 ball, no strikes. Higuera comes set. The pitch, the 1-0, is going to miss low. 2 balls and no strikes now. The 2-0 from Higuera. Squaring around to bunt is Feuerstake. That's going to be a called strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike now. And that's something we tend to see a little bit when the opponents know that they're going to take a pitch, and when the Majors even know that they're going to take a pitch, they give it a look, maybe square around to bunt to try and fool the defense, see what they do. And as Higuera gets ready for the next offering, 2-1 the count, 1 out the pitch. Fouled off, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Going back a little bit to the Brandon Nicholson base hit, it looked like it was hit pretty hard, but the mound slowed it down, and Arteaga had time to go over and grab it and fire it over to first. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. Here's the pitch. Did he go? Third base umpire says no, he did not. Ball 3, so the count is now full on the second batter. 3-2. Higuera looks in for the sign from Jonathan Thibodeau and gets set to fire. The 3-2. That's on the outside corner, called strike 3. It's the first one of the night for Juliandre Higuera, and hopefully for the home crowd, the first of many. 4 more strikeouts for Free Wings over here, and Higuera would love to continue that with even more. So after the ground out and the strikeout, that brings up Matt Schmidt, the first baseman for the Jackfish. He's got the high socks for Welland, blue socks. Higuera looks in to Jonathan Thibodeau, his catcher, for the sign. Gets set with the first offering that's going to miss. So three batters, no first pitch strikes for Higuera, and he's fallen behind the first 2 batters, and now the first 3. Just 1-0 here. He'll look to make quicker work of Schmidt. The 1-0, swing and a miss on an off-speed pitch, 1 ball, 1 strike. Higuera gets ready. Kicks, fires. That's on the outside corner. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Higuera looks to finish off Schmidt here. The 1-2. Just misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Looked pretty good from up here. Higuera thought it was strike 3. Schmidt thought about going after it. I guess maybe it missed high. 2-2. Higuera gets the sign he wants. Comes set. The 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So 3 batters, 2 strikeouts, and 1 inning complete for Juliandre Higuera. We get to the bottom of the first. The Jackfish nothing. Majors yet to hit. Welcome back to Majors Baseball on Majors TV. As your Majors host, the Welland Jackfish. On Salute the Service Day, Carlos Artiega leads things off for London, as he will face Christian Young, who makes his 2nd appearance of the season and 2nd career IBL start, went 6 1/3, as Matt mentioned in the pregame, in his last appearance. Third baseman Nolan Pettipiece playing in, protecting the bunt. Young set to go from the windup. The first pitch to Arteaga is going to be a called strike one, 0-1. Young from the windup once more. The pitch is up and away. 1 ball, 1 strike. Not sure by who. Young's ready to go back out there. Probably Arteaga who called time as he takes a little walk around the batter's box. Here's the 1-1. Arteaga on the ground. Pettipiece, a good play. Bobbles it a little bit. Throw to first, and it's in time to get him. So Nolan Pettipiece bobbled the ball a little bit, but it was in time. The throw was in time to get Carlos Arteaga for the first out of the first inning. That brings up Yuki Yasuda making his Labatt Park debut. The pitch, called strike one. Young from the windup, the 0-1. Yasuda takes a curveball. No balls, 2 strikes. That was quite the hook there. Yasuda could only watch it. As Young is ready to go. Fast worker. You can tell already. The 0-2. Shakes off his catcher once. Now he gets the sign he wants. The pitch, and that hits Yasuda. So Yuki, in his first Labatt Park plate appearance, gets hit by a pitch, and then now the Majors have a base runner. The 1-out base runner after the hit by pitch, and that'll bring up Izzy Pena, wearing the number 29 for the Majors. Still hitting like crazy. Yasuda on at first. First, the home fans are seeing of Yuki on the base paths. We hear he's got some speed. Coming set is Christian Young. And here's the first pitch to Izzy Pena. Yasuda on the move, likely a hit and run. That one's fouled off. No balls, 1 strike. Young looks in, takes a look over at first, comes set. The 0-1 to Pena. That's up and away. 1 ball, 1 strike. One and one. Young takes a look at Yasuda at first base. He comes set. Move over to first. Yasuda's back diving. No dice. Another peek at Yasuda. Young set. The break at the buckle in the offering. On the ground to third. Pettipiece has no play as the hit and run was on, and they get Izzy Pena at first base, but Yuki Yasuda is able to move up to second. That brings up the Majors designated hitter and cleanup hitter, Cleveland Brownlee. Still looking for his first home run at home this season. He's hit all of his bombs on the road. They've been towering shots too. Young set. Here's his first pitch to Cleveland. Breaking ball in the air, left field. Back, way back, at the track, and it's gone! Cleveland Brownlee goes yard. We mentioned he was looking for his first at home, and there it is. Over the left field fence, over the Chelsea Park sign in left field, and it's gone. The Majors have a 2-0 lead. Cleveland with a 2-out, 2-run home run, and the Majors are off to an early lead. It's 2-0 here at Labatt Park.
And you see Cleveland, the outfielder just continued to go back like he had a beat on that one, but it was just, he never had a chance. It was over the field and looked to be over the hedges as well. So that'll bring Byron Reichstein to the plate, and Byron hit, like we said earlier, hit one off the scoreboard in batting practice.
Yeah, Byron's looking good, and he takes the first pitch strike there. Here's the pitch. That's a called strike 2, so quickly 0-2 on Byron. Here's the pitch. That's up and away. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch from Young. Byron on the ground to second base. Play made easily over there, and the inning is over. But Matt, Cleveland Brownlee hit his first home run at Labatt Park.
And that was the biggest thing, is the fans, you could see they were all waiting for it, that it was almost like he was squeezing the bat a little more here at home, but it just, he had a big rip yesterday that it looked like it might have gotten out of Guelph, and it's about time. I mean, he's been playing well, but that's the best thing you can do is in a big game like this, lots of fans in the stands, is hit a big home run like that.
Yeah, for sure. So good job by Cleveland there, driving one out of here, and Juliandre Higuera gets back out there on the mound, hoping to have another successful inning.
Are you looking for that perfect birthday gift this summer? Then make sure you visit the London Majors team store located under the grandstand at home games or online at londonmajors.com. The Major store has lots of different items including t-shirts, game-used jerseys, hoodies, and Collins Majors socks, compliments of Collins clothiers. The Major store also has multiple different styles of London Majors official New Era caps. So make sure you visit us under the grandstand at home games or online at londonmajors.com.
Welcome back to Majors Baseball on Majors TV. Dylan Baker with you, calling the action. We just saw Cleveland Brownlee's first home run at home this season in the bottom of the first inning. That brings up DeAndre Asbury Heath, the home run leader for the Welland Jackfish, as he faces Juliandre Higuera out there on the mound, who struck out 2 batters in the first inning. That would have been the second and third batters, Feuersteak and Schmidt, so it'll be Asbury Heath, Mercier, and Pettipies due up in this Jackfish order in the top of the second inning. Juliandre Higuera comes set and fires. The pitch is just going to miss the inside corner. 1 ball, no strikes. Juliandre Higuera is one of the many pitchers we now see just go strictly from the stretch, no matter whether they have base runners on or not. And that one's hit hard and in the hole into left field, scooped up out there in left by Kyle Gormandy. So Asbury Heath is on. That brings up the designated hitter Andrew Mercier, a left-handed batter against a tough lefty in Julian Higuera. Will be interesting to see if Asbury Heath is off on the pitch, as they will look to stay out of the double play. Mercier calls time, so he can have some time to dig in a little further. Higuera comes set, gives a look to Asbury Heath at first, and a move. He's back standing. Another quick move, that one tougher for Asbury Heath to read, and he's back diving. Higuera set. Here's his first offering to Mercier, up high, 1 ball, no strikes. That is 5 batters that he has faced and 5 batters without a first pitch strike. Although with Higuera, he doesn't necessarily need first pitch strikes. He retires them pretty well nonetheless. The 1-0, that's just going to miss the inside corner. That one could have been a call. 2 balls, no strikes. Higuera ready to offer up his 2-0 to Mercier. The pitch, Asbury Heath on the run, swing and a miss, Thibodeau's throw. Great scoop by Arteaga, and they got him. A swing and a miss by Andrew Mercier, and DeAndre Asbury Heath was off on the pitch, likely a hit and run, and the first out of the inning thanks to Jonathan Thibodeau's throw. Nice scoop by Carlos out at second base and getting the tag down on DeAndre Asbury Heath for the first out. So 1 away, and Mercier now has a 2-1 count with nobody on. The 2-1 on the outside corner, hits it. 2-2. Higuera set with his 2-2. The pitch to Mercier. Away. 3 balls, 2 strikes. A off-speed pitch that Mercier was ready for. Full count, 1 out. Higuera looks in, shakes off Thibodeau once, now gets the sign he's looking for. The 3-2. On the ground to first. Williams makes the play, flips over to Higuera, and 2 away. That'll bring up Nolan Pettipies, and we talked about his ability to get on base and score runs earlier on. I know you can't see it on your screen right now, but the pitchers in the bullpen are having some extra fun on this hot day. Towels in their hats and shaking, dancing around, making sure that they stay cool. Higuera digs in on the rubber. Here's the first pitch to Pettipies. He swings at it. No balls, 1 strike. That is the first pitch strike for Julian Higuera in the ball game so far. Likely won't be his last. The 0-1 from Higuera. That's going to miss inside to Pettipies. 1 ball, 1 strike. Higuera ready, the 1-1. That's in the dirt. 2 balls, 1 strike. Two and 1. Higuera will look to even things in the count with Nolan Pettipies. He gets set. The 2-1 home. On the ground. Played by Yasuda. Over to Williams. Nice scoop, and the inning is over. So 2 complete for Higuera. 1 hit erased on the caught stealing. A good play over there by Yuki Yasuda at second base to retire the side. To the bottom of the second we go. Majors are up 2-0. Welcome back to Majors Baseball on Majors TV. Dylan Baker with you, calling every pitch of the action between the London Majors and Welland Jackfish. Jonathan Thibodeau steps up to lead off the second inning against Christian Young. Here's the pitch. Thibodeau takes a called strike one. 0-1. Young from the windup, the 0-1. That's a called strike two. So quickly, Jonathan Thibodeau is down 0-2. And earlier on in the ball game, we mentioned how Christian Young does not throw very many balls, doesn't walk very many batters. So if you can hit the early strike like Cleveland did, the Majors will have success in the ball game. The 0-1 to Thibodeau, that's up high. One ball, 2 strikes now. Young looks in with the 1-2, the pitch. That's a called strike three to Thibodeau. So the first out of the second inning is recorded on a strikeout, and that will bring up Josh Williams. Josh Williams digs into the box, had his first hit as a Major on Friday night. Still looking for his first Majors RBI, though. Here's the first pitch to him from Young. Williams takes on the outside corner. That's a strike. 0-1. Here's the pitch. Williams fouls it off. No balls, 2 strikes. Looking in is Young. The 0-2 home. Williams takes low and away. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the 1-2. Up and away to Williams. 2 balls, 2 strikes. A good patient eye at the plate in Josh Williams. The 2-2. Williams takes called strike 3. So 2 batters, 2 called strikeouts, and 2 outs here in the bottom of the second inning. That brings up Mike Ambrose, the fan favorite, number 32 for the Majors, with 2 outs in the second inning. And, we talked about it earlier. Christian Young does not throw very many balls. Got to be aggressive at the plate, and the Majors have not done that so far, besides Cleveland Brownlee, who hit his home run on the first pitch. Young gets the sign he likes and fires. The first pitch to Ambrose is up high. 1 ball, no strikes. Quickly, the 1-0. Ambrose takes at the belt, 1-1. Doesn't like the call. Makes sure that he knows where that one was with the home plate umpire. Here's the pitch, up high, 2-1, pardon me. Young ready with the 2-1 home to Ambrose. Swing and a miss, 2-2. Young from the windup, time called by Ambrose, making sure that he's ready for the next big pitch coming up. 2-2, 2 outs, second inning. Majors up by 2-0. 2 hits total in the game. A lot of 2s going around right now. Number 32 at the plate, Mike Ambrose. The 2-2. Ambrose in the air, well foul. Hit that one pretty hard, though. Count remains at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Young shakes off his catcher a few times, now ready with the 2-2. Breaking ball. Did Ambrose go? No, he did not. Count is now full. So full count, 2 outs. Christian Young against Mike Ambrose. Young ready, the 3-2. And it's going to be a called strike 3. So 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts, all looking. That one almost hit Ambrose, but apparently it got the inside corner nonetheless. That will retire the side. So we've played 2 complete at Labatt Park. The Majors are up 2-0. Welcome back to Majors Baseball on Majors TV. Dylan Baker with you. And early on, we've seen a home run from Cleveland Brownlee. Yuki Yasuda got on base in his first plate appearance as a Major, but that's pretty much it. Leandro Higuera has 2 strikeouts in 2 innings, but that's not really surprising anymore with the dominance of Higuera. As Brandon Dadson steps up to the plate to lead off the 3rd inning. Here's the pitch. That's on the outside corner. It's just going to miss it. 1 ball, no strikes. Higuera sets the 1-0. Dadson on the ground. Yasuda at second base. Picks it up and fires to Williams. 1 gone very quickly here in the 3rd inning. That brings up Wilson Soriano, the Jackfish shortstop. He's also their RBI leader this season. The Jackfish don't have one major guy who leads them in all categories. It's been a team effort, really, as all players have driven in runs. The first pitch from Higuera to Soriano is a called strike 1 on the inside corner, and we saw Mike Ambrose have the same reaction to a pitch inside to him. Thought it was too far in, but it got a called strike anyway. 0-1. Higuera sets. The 0-1 to Soriano. On the ground, that's going to be scooped up, and it's through for a base hit into left field. So Soriano is on board with a single, and that brings up Greg Marco. So Greg Marco, the Jackfish catcher, steps up to the plate with 1 out and a runner on base here in the 3rd inning. Soriano can be a threat to run. He does steal a base occasionally. Has speed. Has a decent lead over at first. The pitch, and he's off on the run. That's up high. Thibodeau's throw. Yasuda the tag. And he missed him. Yasuda's arguing the call, saying he got him. Soriano is into second base, and he seems a little bit hurt, a little bit shaken up. So Soriano gets to second on the stolen base. Yasuda thought he got him. That pitch missed up high, so 1-0 is the count. with a runner at second in scoring position now with only one out. The Jackfish have shown they're not afraid to run on Jonathan Thibodeau. Arteaga moving in on Soriano, keeping him close. The breaking ball from Higuera just misses the inside corner. 2 balls and no strikes. Higuera looks in for a sign from Thibodeau. Finally gets the one he likes and comes set. Here's the 2-0 on the inside corner, and this time he hits it. 2 balls, 1 strike. Quick move from Higuera to second base, and now they've got Soriano caught up. Arteaga fakes a throw now to Ambrose, and a pickoff for Juliandre Higuera. If you're scoring at home, call it a 1-6-5 on the pickoff. 2 away after a beautiful pickoff move there. So 2 defensive outs so far in this ball game. Pardon me. Thibodeau threw out Asbury Heath trying to steal, and then Soriano just got picked off. 2 balls and 1 strike. Here's the 2-1. Foul tip, perhaps, off the glove of Thibodeau. 2-2 now. Higuera comes set. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The pitch in the dirt. 3-2. Higuera comes set. Full count, 2 outs, the pitch. That's a called strike 3. 3 strikeouts in 3 innings for Juliandre Higuera, and the side is retired. So he's faced the minimum through 3. We head to the bottom of the third. Majors are up 2-0. Welcome back to Majors Baseball on Majors TV. Majors are up 2-0 over the Welland Jackfish. Leading off the inning is Kyle Gormandy, and at the top of the order, Carlos Artiega and Yuki Yasuda follow. Christian Young still out there on the mound for the Welland Jackfish in his third inning. He's allowed the 2 runs, both coming on the Cleveland Brownlee home run. The first pitch to Kyle Gormandy is a called strike 1, just at the knees there. 0-1. The pitch is a called strike 2 on Gormandy. No balls, 2 strikes. The 0-2 to Gormandy from Young is going to miss up and away. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the 1-2. Gormandy on the ground. Soriano's shifted and he bobbles it. That one ate him up at shortstop. So Gormandy gets to first base, and the Majors have a base runner with nobody out. That'll be ruled a base hit for Kyle Gormandy. Carlos Artiega steps up to the plate. He led off the ball game for the Majors, grounded out to the third baseman Nolan Pettipies. Kyle Gormandy over at first base. Christian Young gives him a quick look, comes set. The break at the buckle in the offering. Artiega on the ground. Going to be a tough play. Second for 1, back to first, and call it 2. It's a double play. So a 4 to 6 to 3 double play, and there are quickly 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. Yuki Yasuda steps up to the plate. He got hit by a pitch in his first plate appearance. Here's the pitch. Yasuda takes a called strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. Pitch, Yasuda, line drive, center field, Asbury Heath moving in on it. He makes the catch, and the side is retired. 3 complete from Labatt Park. The Majors lead it 2-0.
Are you looking for that perfect birthday gift this summer? Then make sure you visit the London Majors team store located under the grandstand at home games or online at londonmajors.com. The Major store has lots of different items including t-shirts, game-used jerseys, hoodies, and Collins Majors socks, compliments of Collins clothiers. The Major store also has multiple different styles of London Majors official New Era caps. So make sure you visit us under the grandstand at home games or online at londonmajors.com.
Dangerous play in the base running as one of the fans almost crashed into another. Looks like the kid in the London Majors hat won the race. Congratulations to him, and a shout out to anyone who is celebrating a birthday today. I know I have a good friend who is, so happy birthday to Mickey Lawson. Happy birthday to anyone else. If you have any birthday mentions, leave it in the comments. I'll be sure to get to them as soon as I see them later on in the ball game. Welcome back to Majors Baseball on Majors TV. Dylan Baker here with you, calling every pitch of the action, with Matt Hiscox making special guest appearances every once in a while. Majors are up 2-0 as we are set to begin the top of the fourth. Juliandre Higuera out there against Brandon Nicholson. Higuera has faced the minimum, allowed 2 hits, but he has erased them on pickoffs and caught stealing. Ambrose creeping in at third and protecting the bunt. The first pitch to Nicholson is a called strike 1, 0-1. Higuera's 0-1. Nicholson in the air, on the infield, just out on the outfield grass. Yasuda and Arteaga both after it. Arteaga is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 1. Good communication out there as Reichstein was charging in. Yasuda was ranging over, and Arteaga was under it for the first out. Brings up Caleb Feuerstake, the Jackfish left fielder. He faces Juliandre Higuera for the second time. He was Higuera's first strikeout victim of the ball game. Higuera's first offering to Feuerstake is a beautiful breaking ball, called strike 1. Here's the pitch, swing and a miss, 0-2. On Feuerstake. Higuera comes set. Ready to fire with one away. The 0-2 on the ground to second. Yasuda charges in. He's got it. Over to Williams at first, just in time to get Feuerstake. 2 away now. That brings up Matt Schmidt, the first baseman for the Welland Jackfish. In his first at-bat, he struck out swinging. Higuera's ready to fire the first pitch home. The break at the buckle in the offering, that's on the outside corner, and it just misses. 1 ball, no strikes. Pitch. That's a called strike 1, 1-1. Higuera gets the sign he wants from Thibodeau, and he is ready to fire the 1-1 home. That's a called strike 2 on another beautiful breaking ball. 3 pitches, almost all at the exact same spot. One was called a ball, the other 2 have been strikes for Higuera. 2 outs here in the top of the 4th inning. Higuera's set. The 1-2 to Schmidt. Lays off. Few of the majors thought it was strike 3. Higuera might have thought it was strike 3 as well. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the 2-2 from Higuera. Just misses the inside corner now. And Williams, Yasuda, Higuera, and Pena all thought it was strike 3. They started walking towards the dugout. Unfortunately, the count is now full. The 3-2 on the ground. That's going to get through. It's going to be a base hit. So a few missed calls from the home plate umpire leads to a single for Matt Schmidt with 2 outs here in the top of the 4th inning. Brings up DeAndre Asbury-Heath for the Welland Jackfish. In his first at-bat, he got the Jackfish into the hit column, but he got thrown out trying to steal second base by Jonathan Thibodeau. Higuera looks in for Thibodeau's sign. The first pitch to Asbury-Heath is a ball. Misses up high. 1-0. The 1-0. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike on a beautiful off speed there from Higuera. Pitch. Called strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and Higuera's a strike away yet again from finishing up the Jackfish here in the 4th. Here's the 1-2. Higuera in the dirt. Blocked by Thibodeau. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two balls, 2 strikes. Asbury-Heath knows the magnitude of the pitch coming up, so he takes an extra breath. Higuera looks in, gets the sign he likes from Thibodeau, and comes set, and he steps off. 2-2 still. Schmidt over at first base. Might be off on the pitch here, likely, and definitely will be on 3-2. But 2-2 for the moment. Higuera set. Here's the pitch. And that's just going to miss, and Higuera not liking the calls from the home plate umpire here, as he thought that was a strike, and don't necessarily blame him. Looked like a strike from up here. So 3 balls, 2 strikes. Schmidt will be off on the pitch, getting a running start on the full count. Higuera has a big pitch coming up to the number 4 hitter for the Welland Jackfish. You can't allow yourself to serve up a tater. The 3-2 from Higuera. Called strike 3, and the side is retired. 4 masterful innings from Juliandre Higuera. 4 strikeouts, and the Majors lead at 2-0. Matt, what are your thoughts on the Majors' performance so far?
Well, I think with this heat, it's definitely helping Higuera out. You know, the Venezuelan native is probably enjoying this heat. More like home for him, definitely, as he's thrown 4 strikeouts, 58 on the season, plus the 4 today. He's climbing that strikeouts every time he's out. If I'm not mistaken, he had 12 or 13 in his last outing. So as the temperature rises, I think Higuera's strikeout count will keep rising.
Yeah, and it's looked like it so far, as he has been dominant this season for the Majors. And like you mentioned, 58 plus the 4 today. He is at 62 strikeouts on the year through very few starts. He's been a very pleasant surprise for the Majors. They knew when he came over that he was going to be a quality arm for them, and so far he's been more than impressive.
Well, you think he's only pitched, including the 4 innings today, 48 innings, and he has 62 strikeouts. As manager Root Chanderdad, I bet you he's counting his blessings that he was able to pick him up and doesn't have to face him. Because when you've got pitching like that, you get 2 runs, 3 runs, makes the offense a little less stressful for you.
Yeah, and you know what? 2 runs could be the deciding amount of runs for the Majors with Higuera on the mound just because of how good he is. He's been phenomenal as their ace so far this season. He has been fantastic since coming over from the Blue Jays system. And Izzy Pena is another one of the great import players for the Majors this season that's just come over, leads the team in average.
Well, remember, he's actually not an import. He's from Montreal. He does speak Spanish because he's played in the Venezuela Winter League, but he is from Montreal, so it definitely helps having a Montreal native on the team.
It most certainly does. Can speak 3 languages, English, French, and Spanish. As he steps in to lead off the bottom half of the 4th inning in his first at-bat, Izzy grounded out to the 3rd baseman. Christian Young out there on the mound. His first offering to Pena is a called strike 1, no balls, 1 strike. The pitch, that's going to miss. 1 ball, 1 strike to Izzy. Here's the 1-1. Pena pops it. Well foul. Hopefully that didn't hit a car. The big booming bat of Cleveland Brownlee on deck. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Pena. Here's the pitch. Pena on the ground. Soriano once again shifted up the middle. It's been a good spot for him today. The throw over to Schmidt at first. 1 gone.
And you'd think that if with Cleveland today, that he's just like the imports. He's from Atlanta, Georgia, so he's loving this heat, and it's just like home for him, being from Atlanta, now a Canadian citizen. So maybe this heat today will have him hit his 2nd home run here at home.
That would be fantastic. A multi-home run game, and it says it's the same day he hit his first at home. That would be phenomenal for Cleveland, and the Majors would certainly take it, as he's been their lone run producer in the ball game so far. As it's 2-0 Majors. Both the runs came off Cleveland's 2-run home run that scored Yuki Yasuda in the 1st inning. Christian Young still out there on the mound. He gets ready to fire his first pitch to Cleveland, and Cleveland swings and misses. Big cut at that one. 0-1. To Cleveland. Young ready. The pitch. Inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Cleveland, the big number 35 for the Majors. It's been fantastic in his time here. The pitch from Young, swing and a miss. Cleveland was looking to send that one into the river. 1-2. Time called. Now Cleveland's ready. The 1-2 from Christian Young. Cleveland on the ground to second base. Bobbled over there. Throw to first. It is in time to get him. So a good recovery over at second base. In time to get Cleveland Brownlee for the 2nd out of the inning. And he brings up another big bat in the Majors order, the center fielder Byron Reichstein, wearing the number 22. The first pitch, Byron checks his swing. Did he go around? Third base umpire says yes, he did. Strike 1. Young shakes off his catcher. Now he likes the sign he got, the 0-1. Called strike 2 to Byron, so now he is quickly down in the hole 0-2. Young ready, the 0-2 home. Byron swings and misses, strike 3. So Young makes quick work of the Majors here in the 4th inning. We've played 4 complete at Labatt Park. Majors lead it 2-0.
Are you looking for that perfect birthday gift this summer? Then make sure you visit the London Majors team store located under the grandstand at home games or online at londonmajors.com. The Major store has lots of different items including t-shirts, game-used jerseys, hoodies, and Collins Majors socks, compliments of Collins clothiers. The Major store also has multiple different styles of London Majors official New Era caps. So make sure you visit us under the grandstand at home games or online at londonmajors.com.
Welcome back to Majors Baseball on Majors TV. Dylan Baker, Matt Hiscox bringing you throughout the ball game the London Majors and the Welland Jackfish. 2-0 Majors here in the top of the 5th inning. Andrew Mercier, Nolan Pettipies, and Brendan Dadson due up for the Jackfish. Leandro Guerra out there on the mound. Here's the pitch. That's outside. 1-0. The pitch from Higuera. Popped foul by Mercier. 1-1 Higuera comes set with the 1-1. Fires to Mercier. That's going to miss low. 2-1. 2-1. Higuera ready with the pitch. Fouled off by Mercier. 2 strikes now. The 2 strikes have both been foul balls. Mercier is ready to hit Higuera. Very tough to do so with the lefty-on-lefty matchup. Two, the pitch from Higuera. Up high. Count is now full. Higuera ready with the 3-2. The pitch to Mercier. Call! That'll be a ball. Looked like a strike from up here. Apologies for getting your hopes up. So Mercier walks to lead off the inning, and that'll bring up Nolan Pettipies. Nolan Pettipies at the plate, the third baseman for the Welland Jackfish, Leandro Higuera on the mound with Andrew Mercier at first base. Here's the pitch. Up high. 1 ball, no strikes. The 1-0. That's up high. 2 balls, no strikes for Higuera. Time called by Thibodeau. He's going to walk over and talk to his pitcher, trying to calm him down a little bit. A lot of balls that we've seen from Higuera so far in the 5th inning. Just a quick little chat from Thibodeau. He's back at the plate now. Majors so far in the ballgame, 2 runs, 1 hit, no errors for the Jackfish. No runs, 3 hits, 1 error. The pitch. That's a called strike. So the talk from Thibodeau has worked so far. 2 balls, 1. Higuera set with the 2-1. The pitch, squaring around to bunt is Pettipies, and he takes that one. 3 balls and 1 strike now. Pitch from Higuera, line drawer on the ground. Ambrose to Yasuda, and on to first, a double play. 5-4-3 double play. A very nice turn there.
And that's what happens when you bring in a second baseman like Yasuda. Everybody is calm. It looked like it might have been a rushed play, but Yasuda's out there and he makes it look like it's something that he does in practice with no effort. So it's definitely something to see the infield more calm now, and having a big first baseman over there in Josh Williams helps as well.
It most certainly does. The calm presence of Yasuda at second base. Here's the pitch. That'll be a called strike 1 to Brendan Dadson. And Ambrose made a nice strong throw. Yasuda with a wonderful turn. And Josh Williams at first base. Big target to hit, and he made the play. The pitch. That'll be low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Higuera looks in for the sign from Thibodeau. He's got the one he likes. The pitch. Up high. 2 balls, 1 strike now. From Higuera to Dadson. Higuera ready with his 2-1. The pitch in the dirt. 3 balls, 1 strike now. To Brendan Dadson, the Jackfish right fielder. The pitch popped up and back foul. So full count now to Dadson with 2 away. Higuera ready with his full count offering. 2 outs here in the top of the 5th inning. Here's the 3-2. Fouled off. Count remains full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Higuera looks in, gets the sign he wants from Thibodeau. The 3-2. Dadson, line drive over the head of Ambrose. That ball's going to get down, and that ball's going to roll. Dadson around first, picked up by Izzy Pena. They may have a play at second. The throw cut off by Artiega. So a double for Brendan Dadson, and the Jackfish have a 2-out base runner. Pardon me, that's Kyle Gormandy out in left field, not Izzy Pena. Izzy Pena's in right. Brings up Wilson Soriano, the Jackfish RBI leader, and their shortstop after the Dadson double. So now they have a runner in scoring position with 2 outs. That is the Jackfish 4th hit of the ball game. Higuera looks in for the sign from Thibodeau. He's got Dadson at second. Yasuda not really worrying about him. The pitch is a called strike 1. So again, Soriano jumps out of the way. trying to show that it's inside. Does not get the call he wants. 0-1. The 0-1. Line drive, cut by Yasuda at second base, and that will end the inning. So a great leaping play by Yuki Yasuda to retire the side. Halfway through this one, Majors lead it 2-0. Welcome back to Majors Baseball. Jonathan Thibodeau steps up to the plate to lead off the bottom of the fifth inning for the Majors. They're up 2-0. Here's the pitch. Thibodeau pops it foul. 0-1. Oh, 1 for Thibodeau. Young, ready, the pitch. Takes just outside. 1-1. The 1-1. Outside. 2 balls, 1 strike. That one was a bit low as well. An off-speed pitch that didn't stay as high as they would have liked. Two balls, 1 strike. The pitch. Thibodeau in the air, right field. Chasing after it. That ball is going to be caught in foul territory for the first out. A good play out there in right field by Brendan Dadson, ranging over into foul territory to make the play. 1 quick out for the Jackfish here in the bottom of the fifth inning. Josh Williams steps up to the plate for the Majors, the number 7 hitter in the ball game. In his last step out, he struck out looking. Looking to break through here for the Majors. The pitch to Williams, popped foul off the screen. No balls, 1 strike. Williams is listed at 6'5". Seems to be a little bit taller than that. Cleveland Brownlee also listed at 6'5". Williams seems to be the taller of the two. Time called. Young steps off the rubber. No balls, 1 strike. The pitch. Williams takes on the outside corner. That's strike 2. Very patient Josh Williams so far in the IBL. It's led to quite a few strikeouts. The pitch to Williams. Outside. They're not going to go for an appeal. Right move there. Didn't look like he swung. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The 1-2 from Young. Williams swings and misses, strike 3. So for the second time in the ball game, Williams is down on strikes. And that brings up Mike Ambrose. Mike Ambrose steps to the plate, the Majors' third baseman in the ball game. So far, he struck out looking. Thibodeau, Williams, and Ambrose all struck out looking to end the second inning. The first pitch is a called strike 1 up at the belt of Ambrose. Not liking the call again. 0-1. Time called. Count remains, no balls and 1 strike. Young's ready to go. Ambrose still getting set. Young likes to work quickly, possibly disrupting the timing of the Jackfish pitcher is the Majors' third baseman. The 0-1 from Young. Ambrose takes a called strike 2. 0-2 now. The 0-2, Ambrose, pop fly, is it going to get down? Soriano chasing after it, he reaches out and makes a great grab. So we have played 5 full innings here at Labatt Park. The Majors lead at 2-0. We head to the 6th. Matt Hiscox on the call when we come back.
And welcome back as Caleb Feverstake will take his spot in the batter's box here in the top of the 6th inning. With Higuera working well so far, looking at the stats before today's game, he has 44 innings pitched with 196 batters faced. Only are averaging about 4 batters an inning. And the first pitch he gets will be appealed down to first base for a strike. As Higuera works, takes his time there on the bump. The pitch. We grounded down foul past Mike Ambrose as he just watches it dribble by, bringing the count to 0-2. And he looks to be taking his time out there, maybe trying to get Higuera off his timing here, as he's worked quickly through this game so far. The sign, the hold, the pitch, and it's dribbled right back to Higuera. He couldn't have asked for anything easier, as the batter goes out easily, and we have one out in the inning. And that'll bring up Brennan Nicholson to the plate. And we apologize, that was Nolan Pettipiece actually at the... As Higuera gets set here for the first pitch. And it's an off-speed pitch in there for a ball. Higuera set with the pitch, and that's another ball outside. Seems to have lost the grip there on that off-speed pitch, but we've seen him work back quickly, so it's very easily for him to get back into this countdown 2-0 as he throws a fastball right past him. As Higuera gets set here, the pitch, and it's fouled, looked to be in on the hands, bringing, as he tries to stay alive there, as the count is 2-2. Higuera will look to get his 5th strikeout of the game here. The pitch, and it's grounded, and it bounces past Josh Williams, and the batter's going to move all the way up to second on the bounce. And the ball will go all the way across to Mike Ambrose. And time's called as it looked to be a very hard ricochet to get off of Williams there, but it looks like they're going to score. We'll see what they're going to score him here as. As they score that a hit for Williams there. As the pitch comes in high for ball 1. With one out here, a runner on second base. Higuera still working well through this game. As that one's outside as well. We've seen him get behind for the first 2 batters here with off-speed pitch outside to both batters. Higuera takes his time on the mound there. Looks back at second. Drives home, and it's fouled back off the screen. Bringing the count to 2-1. One out. Higuera taking his time. Big Venezuelan out there. Misses high. Looked to be a fastball in there. We'll bring the count to 3-1. Seems to be taking a little more time there on the bump. Maybe trying to calm himself down, see what's going on. It is a hot day here. The pitch, and it's bunted foul. Maybe looking just to get the runner over there. And Higuera with a quick spin move. We've seen him do that earlier where they had DeAndre Asbury Heath, and they actually got him
picked off there with a one throw over to Ambrose where he was tagged out. Full count, 1 out, 1 on. Higuera on the bump here, looking to strike him out as it just misses outside with a fastball, putting runners on first and second.
Okay, fans, next home game is this coming Friday, June 28th, 7:35, first pitch against the Welland Jackfish. First baseman number 55, Matt Schmidt.
As that'll bring Matt Schmidt to the plate. The first pitch is in there, foul. Higuera looking to get there quickly. Maybe looking for a ground ball anywhere on the infield. Hopefully pulling a double play here to get himself out of this 6th inning and get the Majors' big bats back up to the plate. The pitch, and it is a ground ball, but they're only going to get one as it's a bouncer right to first baseman Josh Williams. And that'll put runners at second and third for DeAndre Asbury Heath here. And he has speed, so you've got to be careful with what you're going to do here. As we see manager Roop Chanderdat come out very quickly. Looks like it's just going to be a talk as there's nobody up in the bullpen. The whole infield's going to have a talk with manager Roop Chanderdat and pitcher Giuliani Higuera. And it's almost of what do you want to do here, it seems, as you know, you've got the speed of DeAndre Asbury Heath. And you see him actually now talking more to Thibodeau and Arteaga as Arteaga walks back to shortstop. And a quick conversation there between the whole infield and then a little meeting between Thibodeau and Higuera. And we're back to baseball here as Thibodeau walks back to behind home plate. And we'll see what their attack is here. Is you got to look at what you can do here. Do you go after the speedy DeAndre Asbury Heath? Or do you pitch around him and maybe get him to chase? Because you've got Andrew Mercier here, who's been known to chase a few off-speed pitches here, and they've got him out so far this game. First pitch is bounced in front of the plate, and will bring in a run from third base. And I think that's the last thing you want to see manager Roop Chanderdat wanting to see there, is it brings it to a 2-1 game here in the top of the 6th. So it makes it even tighter out there. But Yuliani Higuera can get back into this as he throws a second pitch strike there, bringing the count to 1-1. That one's in there for a high ball, bringing the count to 2-1. Higuera, like we've mentioned earlier, has been known to drive the ball in and get strikes and be able to work himself out of situations like this. So we'll see if he can do it again here as he works to DeAndre Asbury Heath. And it's a dribbler right back, how the inning started, to Yuliani Higuera, and it's thrown over to Williams. And Dylan, I think that's the best case scenario. You had runners on second and third, only 2 out there. But with DeAndre Asbury Heath, anything can happen with that.
Yeah, Asbury Heath not only has speed, but is also a good power bat for the Welland Jackfish, hitting in that 4-hole. Obviously, you would have loved to avoid the wild pitch and not allow that run to score, but it happened. So a perfect way to end the inning for Higuera after the wild pitch. Ground ball right back to him, You avoid Asbury Heath getting on the bases, and only one run comes home.
And that'll take us to the break here, as the Majors are going to be coming up here, hopefully to get that run back. And we'll be back with the bottom of the 6th.
Are you looking for that perfect birthday gift this summer? Then make sure you visit the London Majors team store located under the grandstand at home games or online at londonmajors.com. The Major store has lots of different items including t-shirts, game-used jerseys, hoodies, and Collins Majors socks, compliments of Collins clothiers. The Major store also has multiple different styles of London Majors official New Era caps. So make sure you visit us under the grandstand at home games or online at londonmajors.com.
Kyle Normandy.
As that'll bring in Kyle Gormandy for the Majors here. Looking to get that run back for the Majors. Kyle has had a good season so far. He's hitting .233 this season so far. So he's definitely doing his job. We'd like to see him hit a little higher. The first pitch from Young is in there for a first pitch fastball strike. That one is across and looked like the catcher was holding that one. He wanted that call, but that'll be going for a ball. Young not taking very much time in between pitches as Gormandy battles that one off. You got to think as a Majors, they got to take some time here in between pitches as Young just is set, ready to go, and give me the ball. And the pitch. Way out in front as Gormandy chases that one. And that'll be an out in the inning here as he is out chasing that changeup. And that'll bring up the speedy Carlos Arteaga.
Yeah, and Matt, back to what you were saying about taking time between pitches. We've seen Mike Ambrose do it a few times to try and throw off the timing of Christian Young out there on the mound. A phenomenal idea, gets him rattled a little bit, and it can help you out. But a lot of the Majors have not done that in the ballgame.
And a lot of guys, you know as well as I do being a batter that it's hard to do that. You throw off your own timing as we see Young come set. And Arteaga leaning down for a bunt but pulls back, taking a first pitch strike. So it's hard for your own team to do that as it throws off your routine at the plate as Young comes in inside. Almost looked like it would get Arteaga in the hands there. And he fouls that one off far down the first base side, actually out of the stands there. Bringing the count to 1-2. As Young takes a little more time, and we see the umpire throw his hands up there. Someone called time. I'm not sure who, but he comes set right away, and Carlos is out in front of that one. Dribbled over to the third base. A high throw, but it's caught over there for out number 2. As that'll bring in the newcomer, Yuki Yasada, who's had himself a great game so far today as he's made some great plays over at second base. Had that runner looked to be out from when I was down on the field there, but other ways, didn't matter for the Majors as that one's in there for a strike. As there's no action in either bullpen, as both pitchers have been great today. As Yasuda drives that one, Asbury Heath over there into the gap, making the catch. And that'll put the Majors down in order as we go to the top of the 7th with Julian Higuera coming back out there, hopefully keeping the Welland Jackfish off the board.
That ball hit on the ground to Yasuda, who threw it over to Williams. 1 away. Brings up Nolan Pettipies, third baseman for the Welland Jackfish. Higuera made quick work of Andrew Mercier. Look to do the same with Pettipies. That one's a called strike 1, 0-1. The 0-1 in the dirt. Higuera was starting to get into a rhythm a little bit as he threw that one not too long after he threw the first pitch of the AB to Pettipies. Working quickly means that he's in a rhythm. 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch, low one in the dirt, 2-1. Higuera ready to fire home the 2-1 to Pettipies. That one's it's going to be low. 3 balls, 1 strike. The 3-1 Pettipies takes upstairs. So the third walk of the ball game for Leandro Higuera is Nolan Pettipies. He strolls on over to first base. The Jackfish have a base runner with 1 out. Coming up to the plate for the Jackfish is their right fielder, Brendan Dadson, wearing the number 5. Middle infielders, double play depth. Mike Ambrose looks like he's ready to creep, possibly protecting a sacrifice bunt. Pitch from Higuera to Dadson. In the air, Arteaga going after, that's going to get down in front of Gormandy in left field. So Arteaga lost it in the sun. No chance for him anyway. So a base hit. And that brings up Wilson Soriano. So Higuera will now have to deal with Wilson Soriano, Jackfish RBI leader. Jackfish have 6 hits in the ball game. The Majors only have 1, and that was the Cleveland Brownlee home run. Kyle Gormandy reached on an error. It was a hit originally, later reversed to an error. The pitch to Soriano, that's going to be a called strike 1, 0-1. Good to see from Higuera getting ahead of this batter, as he did to Pettipies and Dadson. Fortunately, with those two, didn't work out. Pettipies walked, he lost him, and Dadson singled on a little blooper. Higuera ready, the 0-1. Soriano lines one straight back at the screen, foul, 0-2. Still absolutely gorgeous conditions at Labatt Park. Can't pick a better day for a ball game. Pitching coach Brent Wales heading out to the bullpen, talking to some of the guys. Looks like Aiden Hannon has stood up. The 0-2. Soriano on the ground. Ambrose. It's a second RTA, or Yasuda for 1 onto first, and that's off target. Good job by Josh Williams running off the base to go and get that ball. Could have been trouble. Yasuda had to deal with the big Brendan Dadson running and sliding into second base. Had to get over him. The throw almost got away from Josh Williams, but the big man was there to make the play. So 2 outs and runners on the corners. Drew Chanada takes a walk out to the mound. That brings up Greg Marco. Looks like Rube Chanadet's not going up to talk to Higuera. He's talking to the umpire out there, possibly trying to say that maybe the runner at third was off the base path, or that the runner, the Dadson running into second, might have tried to take out Yuki Yasuda. There's something that Rube wants to talk about. Looks like he's talking, looking towards third, as if to say that he was off the base path. But he's not going to win that fight, and with 2 outs, that brings up Greg Marco, number 9 hitter, the catcher for the Jackfish. In the ball game, Marco is struck out looking and grounded out to Leandre Higuera. Runners on the corners, 2 away. And now we have a pinch hitter for Greg Marco, number 23, Bryce O'Farrell. So O'Farrell takes over as a pinch hitter for Greg Marco. O'Farrell, an outfielder, so likely won't do the catching. In the bottom half of the 7th, Higuera's pitch, that's going to miss. 1 ball, no strikes. His brother, Reese O'Farrell, can catch, however. That one misses high. 2-0. O'Farrell this season, 6 for 11, a 5.45 average. 7 and 2 runs. 2-0 from Higuera. Move over to first, checking on Soriano. Nothing doing. Higuera looks in, comes set. Fires the 2-0. O'Farrell pops it foul. Right off the deck of the backstop.
She wasn't even looking.
2-0, 2-1 now. Here's the pitch. Just missing the inside corner. Higuera wanted the call. The Majors bench wanted the call. He didn't get it. Bryce O'Farrell thanking the home plate umpire there, because that was a gift. Three and one. On the move, Soriano pitches up high, ball 4. The bases are now loaded with 2 outs. So top of the order now, and pitching coach Brent Wales walks out to talk to Juliandre Guerra, trying to calm him down a little bit, maybe see what he wants to come with here. 2 outs. Guerra at 110 pitches through 6 2/3. Could be his last inning. Maybe even his last batter. Brendan Nicholson, the second baseman for the Jackfish. Made a few plays on D. Guerra looks into the sign. Bases loaded all around him. Soriano's got speed at second. The pitch. On the ground, through, base hit. That'll score 1 run, maybe 2. Gormandy's going to come up throwing. Soriano will come in to score a 2-run RBI single for Brendan Nicholson, and the Jackfish lead it 3-2. First pitch to Caleb Feuerstake is a strike. 0-1. That pitch is in the dirt. Good block by Thibodeau. 1 ball, 1 strike now. Guerra ready to attack. The 1-1. Feuerstake pops it up. Foul territory. Ambrose, Thibodeau both giving it a look. That one's going to get foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes. One and 2. Guerra at 4 strikeouts, looking for his 5th. With 2 outs here. 7th inning. Higuera set. Time called, and Higuera's not too happy. Feuerstake calls time at the plate. Good on the home plate umpire granting him time. I think it's a bit of Bush League calling it, though. Higuera comes set. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Didn't matter. 5 strikeouts for Higuera through 7 innings. It's stretch time at Labatt Park. Majors are going to need it. They're down 3-2. You can tell what song is being played during the 7th inning stretch here at Labatt Park on your screen, as you can see some fans dancing to YMCA. No better way to celebrate the 7th inning stretch. So some defensive changes for the Welland Jackfish. In to catch is the designated hitter Andrew Mercier. Since the designated hitter is now being used on the field, that means the pitcher Christian Young will hit. So Young will stay in the ballgame to face Izzy Pena right now, and he will have to hit for the rest of the ballgame. The pitcher spot will have to hit as Andrew Mercier has come in to catch. He was previously the DH. It'll be Izzy Pena, Cleveland Brownlee, and Byron Reichstein. The heart of the order for the majors due up here. The pitch from Young, up high. The pitch down low, 2-0. Young set with the 2-0, the pitch. Pena takes a called strike, 1-1. That one was at the top of the zone where he usually likes it. Left that one, and it's 2-1. Pena pops it up. Pettipiece giving chase towards the majors dugout, and that one will get foul to an area of the bleachers where no one's sitting, thankfully. Pena digs in. Young is ready to go. The 2-2. Pena in the air, left field and deep. That one's going to hook well foul, however. So count remains at 2-2 with nobody out here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Pena at the plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. Young ready, the pitch. Pena on the ground, foul. Ahead of that off-speed pitch and fouled it off. Count still remains 2-2. Making it easy for us up here doing the graphics, not having to change the count. 2-2. Young shakes off his catcher Mercier twice. Finally gets the sign he wants. The pitch. Pena takes outside. Count is now full at 3-2. Young ready, the full count pitch. Pena on the ground, foul. That one looked like it was slicing in on him, and he fouled it off. So good AB here for Izzy Pena, working the pitch count of Christian Young. We see no action in the Jackfish bullpen, though a few pitchers are up. As Pena looks out at Young. The 3-2. Pena on the ground, up the middle. That's going to be a base hit. So Izzy Pena gets the major started the right way here in the bottom of the 7th, even though it was just a soft ground ball, as the majors have a base runner. Cleveland Brownlee steps up to the plate for the majors. If you recall, in the first inning, he hit a home run over the left field fence, over the Chelsea Park sign. Izzy Pena on at first. Young ready. First pitch to Brownlee. Up high, 1-0. Brownlee digs into the box, looks out at Christian Young, who comes set. Pena at first, makes his lead a little bit bigger there. The pitch, Brownlee swings and misses at a pitch way up. He's frustrated, and that one's going to get away from Young on the mound, but Soriano's there to recover. Fakes the throw to first, got the umpire to duck. Cleveland Brownlee was looking to give the majors the lead with that swing. 1 ball, 1 strike. New ball asked for by Christian Young. Byron Reichstein on deck. Cleveland at the plate, 1-1. Here's the pitch. Brownlee outside. Count is now 2-1 to the Majors cleanup man. Young ready. Here's the 2-1 home. And first time called by Cleveland, so he steps out of the box, gathers himself a little bit. Christian Young took a ton of time out there on the mound. Good thinking. Young likes to work quickly. That time he tried to throw off Cleveland, so Cleveland threw him off. 2-1. Pitch popped up by Brownlee. Behind the plate, Mercier looks at it. That's going to get foul. That's up here at the top of the press box. Count is now 2-2. If you recall, Game 2 of the doubleheader against the Michigan Jetbox in the preseason, same type of thing happened, where I also got scared, saying foul. Pitch, Brownlee on the ground. That one's foul. 2-2. Brownlee, the cleanup man, has the tying run at first base. Majors only 2 hits in the ballgame. As Young goes into the set, Brownlee gets ready. Here's the 2-2. Outside. Count is now full. 3-2. Interesting to see whether they start Izzy Pena at first base. Full count, nobody out. Cleveland at the plate. Young comes set. The 3-2. Brownlee on the ground to short. Soriano, going to be a tough turn. He'll have to go to first, and it's just in time to get the speedy Brownlee for the first out. Izzy Pena, meanwhile, moves up to second base. Majors have a runner in scoring position with less than 2 outs. Brings up Byron Reichstein, the Majors center fielder in the ball game. So far today, he is 0 for 2, a strikeout and a ground out to second base. Byron looks out, Young looks in. 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Mercier sets up on the outside. The pitch. Swing and a miss by Byron, 0-1. Byron looks out. He's ready. So is Young. He's set. The break at the buckle. The pitch. Byron in the air, left center field. Back. A little bit of trouble with the sun for the left fielder, Caleb Feuerstake, but he makes the grab nonetheless. 2 away. Brings up Jonathan Thibodeau, the Majors catcher. He's got a great RBI spot. They need him. Bottom 7, 2 outs. Thibodeau at the plate. Young looks in. Thibodeau. Crouched down a little bit. In his stance. Here's the pitch. Low and in the dirt. 1 ball, no strikes. One ball, no strikes. Here's the pitch. Up high. 2-0 to Thibodeau. Andrew Mercier calls time. Going to go out and talk to his pitcher. Big spot here. Christian Young only at 88 pitches. Through 6 2/3. Two and 0. The pitch from Young. Thibodeau lines that one straight back at the screen. 2 balls and 1 strike now. So good talk from Mercier, gets a strike. Young looks in. Thibodeau looking out. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs here in the 7th inning. Young ready. From the set, the pitch. Up high. 3 balls and 1 strike now to the Majors backstop. Three and 1. 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Thibodeau takes a called strike 2. The count is now full with 2 outs. Three and 2. 2 outs. The pitch from Young. Thibodeau in the air, right field. Dadson is there, and he makes the catch to retire the side. 7 complete from Labatt. The Majors are down 3-2 as we head to the 8th. Welcome back to Majors Baseball on Majors TV. Apologies, we have not updated the innings in our out-of-town scoreboard, but here is what you have. Right now, Barry's up on Hamilton 9-3, Brantford down 1-0 on Kitchener. Toronto leads Guelph 5-2. The Jays are up 5-0 on the Red Sox, and Detroit down 6-3 to Cleveland. Right back here, Julian Higuera out for his 8th inning of work. 1 ball, no strikes is the count. One and one now. The pitch is popped up. Shallow left. That looks like Robert Doyle in left field. He makes the catch. Battling the sun, 1 away. So Matt Schmidt flies out to Doyle in left field, the new left fielder. And that brings up DeAndre Asbury Heath. Doyle takes over in the left. Looks like there's a slight delay. Not too sure what's going on. We might want to make a pitching change. Just waiting for Hannah to be ready. Not sure. Higuera's ready. His first pitch to Asbury Heath is low, 1-0. One ball, no strikes. Higuera ready, the 1-0. That's a called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Here in the 8th inning. One ball, 1 strike. Kicks, fires. Asbury Heath swings and misses on the off speed there. Maybe a foul tip. 1 ball, 2. One ball, 2 strikes to Asbury Heath. The pitch from Higuera. In the air, right center, shallow. And Yuki Yasuda is there to make the grab for the second out on a little flare into shallow right center field. 2 gone in the top of the 8th inning. And that brings up the catcher, Andrew Mercier. So Andrew Mercier steps up to the plate, was the designated hitter, now the catcher, meaning the number 9 spot is the pitcher spot. Pitch from Higuera to Mercier, line straight back to the screen, a foul ball, 0-1. It seems that the pitcher hitting is a risk the Jackfish are willing to take here. They've got plenty of bats on the bench. The 0-1, Mercier hit hard, Williams, foul ball, just foul. Josh Williams chased after it, and it was out of his reach and foul. So the count moves to 0-2 now. Higuera looks out, Mercier looks in, pardon me. Mercier looks out. 0-2, Higuera ready. Here's the pitch. On the ground to shortstop. Arteaga charging. He's gonna miss it. It goes right through his legs. Looked like it might have taken an odd hop on him. He wasn't ready for it. Goes right through his legs on the slow roller. And the Jackfish have a 2-out base runner here. That'll be the first error charge to the Majors in the ball game on Carlos Arteaga. Nolan Pettipe steps up to the plate for the Jackfish. Looks like Aiden Hannon is ready out in the Majors bullpen. Should Higuera need it in this inning. Here's the pitch up high. 1 ball, no strikes. Higuera set, the 1-0. Swing and a miss, 1-1. The pitch. That's low. 2 balls, 1 strike now from Juliandre Higuera. Looks like near the Majors bullpen, Jonathan DeForest is swinging a bat. He wants to come into this ball game for a late pinch hit at bat. He was hitting well in BP, just trying to get him a day off today. The 2-1. Swing and a miss by Pettipies, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Higuera at 5 strikeouts in the ball game. Not as many as we're used to from him, but still quite a few. The pitch, Pettipies lines it foul. Straight back at the screen. Luckily not into the Jackfish dugout. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 8th inning. Higuera comes set. The 2-2. Up and away. 3 balls, 2 strikes now. Full count, 2 outs, which means that the runner at first, Andrew Mercier, will have a head start. He'll be off on the pitch. The 3-2. Higuera serves up a liner to Pettipies into left field, scooped up by Robert Doyle, who gets that ball in. So first and second now with 2 outs, and they're going to let Higuera have at least 1 more batter. So with 2 outs, that brings up the lefty Brennan Dadson. And that might be the end of the night for Juliandre Higuera, as Roots handed out with a slow walk out to the mound. And that's going to be the end for Juliandre Higuera tonight. A wonderful 7 2/3 innings performance, allowing 3 earned runs. And now he's going to leave it up to the Majors bullpen to come in and finish this one off. We'll be right back on Majors TV. New arm into the ball game for the London Majors, and pardon me, it was not Aiden Hannon, it was John Fitzsimmons warming in the pen. He's out there on the mound now for the Majors. He takes over with an out to get in the 8th, and he'll likely get the 9th as well. Majors closer. Of course, not a save situation, but with them being down, even if they take the lead, he could get the win. If they don't get the lead, if they tie it up at least, he is a quality reliever. That is very tough to hit. So he gets the ball from Juliandre Higuera, and his first assignment will be Brendan Dadson, the Jackfish right fielder. Fitzsimmons is ready. His first pitch to Dadson is low. That's going to miss. Ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Fitzsimmons, a tall righty, has an incredible fastball. The 1-0. Swing and a miss. 1-1 on that fastball. And now Aiden Hannon is up in the majors pen. Dadson looks out at the big righty on the mound. Fitzsimmons shakes off Thibodeau. Shakes him off once more. Gets a sign he likes. The 1-1. On the outside corner, strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. With 2 outs here. In the top of the 8th inning. Fitzsimmons comes set. The 1-2. Dadson line drive. And Yuki Yasuda is right there to make the play on the line drive. So we've played 7.5 innings from Labatt Park. The Majors are down 3-2. Welcome back to Majors Baseball on Majors TV. A few changes to bring to you. New arm out there for the Welland Jackfish in Casey Bouyer-Howard on the mound for them after Christian Young's outing. And a pinch hitter for Josh Williams. It is Jonathan DeForest. Usually plays middle infield or some center. Not in the lineup today. Pinch hits for Williams, and the first pitch is going to miss low and away to DeForest. Here's the 1-0. DeForest fouls it off. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the 1-1. That's low. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 DeForest. Bottom of the 8th inning, nobody out. Majors down 3-2. Casey Howard on the mound. Here's the pitch. DeForest on the ground to short. Soriano charges, fires to first. 1 away. Brings up Mike Ambrose now for the Majors, their third baseman in the ball game. Ambrose today is 0 for 2 with a pop out to the shortstop and a strikeout looking. Here's the pitch. That's low. 1-0. The 1-0 from Howard. Ambrose skies it on the infield. First baseman is there as Matt Schmidt makes the play for out number 2. So pinch hitter for the Majors, Robert Doyle, spot in the order. I assume they would have left him in. Had Ambrose gotten on, he would have laid down a sac bunt, moved him over. Instead, it's pinch hitter Steve Froese for the Majors. Second pinch hitter we've seen this inning. Taking over for Doyle. You'd have to assume DeForest would take Doyle's spot in the outfield. Froese would take over in the infield. I'm assuming Froese would go to third, Ambrose would go to left field, Byron to right, DeForest to center. We'll have to wait and see. The first pitch to Froese is going to miss low and away from Howard. 1-0. That's just going to miss. 2 balls and no strikes to Steve Froese. The 2-0 home. Froese watches it sink low. 3 balls, no strikes. The 3-0 is going to be a called strike 1. 3-1 now to Steve. The 3-1. Froese takes low, ball 4. So Froese comes in, walks, and the Majors have a 2-out base runner. Carlos Artiega steps up to the plate, the Majors shortstop and leadoff hitter. In the ball game, Carlos is 0 for 3. The pitch, he squares around, takes away, 1-0. Time called by third baseman Nolan Pettipies. He goes over to talk to his pitcher, Casey Bouillard-Howard, on how they're going to attack Carlos. Look down to third base coach Brent Wales for the signs. Throws on it first. With Artiega, a contact man at the plate, it's possible they go with a hit and run here. 2 outs though, so. The 1-0. That's going to miss. 2 balls, no strikes now. Artiega, deep breath and get set. Bouillard-Howard, a quick move over to first base. Bro's not moving. Count remains 2-0. Here's the pitch. Artiega takes called strike 1, 2-1. Two balls, 1 strike. Bouillard-Howard comes set. Here's the pitch. Carlos, a line drive into the gap. That ball's going to get down. That ball's going to roll. Around second, going to third is Froze. Wales is waving him around third. He's coming home. Here's the throw to the plate. It is not in time. An RBI double for Carlos Artiega, and the ball game is tied. A huge 2-out RBI double for Carlos Artiega, and the Majors are tied. Yuki Yasuda, chance to make an impact in his first home game as a London Major after the Carlos Artiega RBI double that tied the ball game up, which means Leandro Higuera is no longer in line for the loss. He gets a no decision. The first pitch to Yasuda. That's low. 1 ball, no strikes. Bouillard-Howard comes set. The 1-0. Yasuda takes called strike 1, 1-1. Artiega at second, bouncing a little bit. The pitch. Yasuda pops it foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. Bouillard-Howard shakes off his catcher. 1-2. Here's the pitch. In the air, shallow, right center. Trouble. Dadson makes the play, and the side is retired, but the Majors get 1 back, and we are tied at 3s as we head to the top of the 9th. You're watching Majors Baseball on Majors TV.
Are you looking for that perfect birthday gift this summer? Then make sure you visit the London Majors team store located under the grandstand at home games or online at londonmajors.com. The Major store has lots of different items including t-shirts, game-used jerseys, hoodies, and Collins Major socks, compliments of Collins clothiers. The Majors store also has multiple different styles of London Majors official New Era caps. So make sure you visit us under the grandstand at home games or online at londonmajors.com.
Welcome back to Majors Baseball on Majors TV. Plenty of defensive changes to get to you. So Jonathan DeForest stays in the ball game to play center field. He's in the spot of Josh Williams, meaning that Mike Ambrose goes over to play first base. Steve Froese pinch hit for Robert Doyle. He shifts over to he goes to third base. Izzy Pena shifts from right to left, and Byron Reichstein moves over to right field as the first pitch to Wilson Soriano is a swing and a miss, 0-1. Fitzsimmons set the pitch. Soriano squares. That one's away. 1 ball, 1 strike. The one position we did not see a change, or one of them, is pitcher. John Fitzsimmons stays out there. Yasuda and Artiega still the double play tandem up the middle, and Jonathan Thibodeau still catching. The 1-1. Low. 2 balls, 1 strike. Soriano looks out. Fitzsimmons comes set. The 2-1. Popped up. Heading foul. Not going to flinch this time. Didn't need to. Didn't hit the roof here. Count is 2-2. Fitzsimmons set, the 2-2. Soriano line drive right back up the middle. DeForest is not going to get in quickly enough, so it's a base hit for Soriano, and that'll bring up the number 9 hitter, a pinch hitter most likely, for the pitcher. So in the pitcher's spot, we see Bryce O'Farrell's brother, Reese O'Farrell, stepping up, squares around a bunt, takes high. 1 ball, no strikes. So the pinch hitter is Reese O'Farrell. Soriano at first. Froese covering the bunt. Pitch from Fitzsimmons. O'Farrell squares around again, pops it up. Thibodeau's after it, and he makes the catch. A popped-up bunt attempt by Reese O'Farrell, and there's 1 away. Good play there by Jonathan Thibodeau, being well aware that there was a runner at first, and that ball was popped up. He got after it quickly and made the play for the first out of the inning, and that'll bring up the top of the order in Brendan Nicholson. Fitzsimmons steps off the rubber before the pitch to Nicholson. Gathers his thoughts. Soriano at first. He's got some speed. Double play is in order, however. The pitch from Fitzsimmons. That's a called strike 1. A beautiful off speed there. 0-1. The 0-1. That's in the air to center field. Shallow. Arteaga moving back, makes the catch. 2 away on a high pop-up. Shallow, very shallow center field. 2 gone now, and that'll bring up Caleb Fewerstake. So Fewerstake steps up with 2 outs and a runner at first against John Fitzsimmons. The pitch, that's low. Soriano on the move. Thibodeau's throw, it's not in time. A delay, and that got Carlos in the head. So delayed steal for Wilson Soriano. And the throw bounced from Thibodeau, and Arteaga tried to put a tag down, and that ball got him in the head. His teammates are over to check on him. Didn't look like it was Thibodeau's hardest throw. Arteaga's back up now. But Thibodeau didn't get a good grip on it. It hit the ground in front of second base. Arteaga tried to squeeze it and put the tag down too quickly. He missed the ball. It got him in the side of the head. He looks like he's going to stay in the ball game. Yuki Yasuda making sure he's all good. So, Carlos, scaring moment there. Fewerstake still at the plate. No delayed steal from Soriano. Thibodeau didn't realize it. Had to gather himself quickly, and he fired one into the dirt. And it got Carlos up in the ear, but he is okay. Rube Chanadar walking off the field. 1-0 to Fewerstake. Fitzsimmons comes set, takes a look at Soriano, who's dancing at second. The pitch, fouled off. Action now in the Jackfish bullpen. A lefty is up. Looks like Aberdeen Chan. Fewerstake looks out. Fitzsimmons looks in, takes a peek back at Soriano. The pitch, that's up high. 2 balls, 1 strike. Fitzsimmons takes a walk around the mound to gather himself. Now digs in. Fewerstake has his hand up now, puts it down. 2-1. For that dancing, someone's going to tell Soriano they're holding auditions for Dancing with the Stars. 2-1. Fitzsimmons steps off. The 2-1 from Fitzsimmons. Fouled off by Fewerstake. Count now to 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs in the 9th inning. Top half. Runner at second base. 3-3 tie between Welland and London. John Fitzsimmons, Majors closer on the mound in a non-save situation. He's got to retire Fewerstake and head to the bottom of the 9th where the Majors have the heart of their order due up. Fitzsimmons gets the sign he wants and comes set. Here's the pitch. Up and away. Count is now full. You know what? I sit up here and I make jokes about Wilson Soriano, but look at that distracted Fitzsimmons out there on the mound. Count is full with 2 outs at the top of the 9th inning. Fans clapping. Here's the 3-2. Up and away, ball 4. So Fewerstake walks, and that'll bring up the 3-hitter, Matt Schmidt. So time called. Mike Ambrose, it looks like, as Ambrose, Arteaga, and Thibodeau will all go and talk to Fitzsimmons, see what's going on, what the plan of attack here is. Three-hitter at the plate and Matt Schmidt against a power arm like John Fitzsimmons. Gotta be careful. Action has ceased in the Jackfish bullpen. Arm standing around, though. But Simmons has two guys on. He's got to deal with them. He's also got to deal with Matt Schmidt. Here's the pitch. Strike one. He's also got to deal with the aggressive dancing by Wilson Soriano at second base. 0-1 the count, however, as Schmidt takes a strike. Top of the ninth inning. Fitzsimmons comes set. The break at the buckle and the offering. Swing and a miss on an off-speed pitch. Schmidt was ready to hit the fastball. Didn't get it. 0-2. A strike to get for Fitzsimmons. 0-2. 2 outs. Top of the ninth inning. Gets the sign he likes. Comes set. The 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike three. We're headed to the bottom of the ninth inning. Still tied. Pena, Brownlee, Reichstein when we come back. Welcome back to Majors Baseball on Majors TV. Tied ball game here in the bottom of the ninth inning. Majors heart of the order due up, so the Jackfish make a corresponding move and bring in the lefty Chris Bowato to face the big lefty in Izzy Pena. Big lefty Izzy Pena leads off against Chris Bowato. Pena leads off. Brownlee on deck. Byron in the hole. The pitch from Bowato. Pena swings and misses. Big cut there, 0-1.
Oh, yeah.
0-1 to Pena. The pitch. Pena in the air, left field and deep. That ball's hooking, and it's going to get foul. So Pena sent that one for a ride, but it got foul. 0-2 now. Here's the 0-2. Pena, line drive center field. Asbury Heath charging in on it, and he makes the catch, losing his hat in the process. One away. So Pena is set down. That brings up the Majors designated hitter, Cleveland Brownlee. Cleveland Brownlee steps up to the plate against the lefty Chris Bowato. Bowato not favored in matchups. No righties up in the Majors pen. Wilson Soriano turned to his left fielder and told him to move back. Caleb Feuerstake in left field. Brownlee looks out. The pitch from Bowato. Brownlee takes a called strike one. Fans are starting to get into it a little bit. The pitch. Brownlee pops it up. Foul territory. That one's going to get back and over. Count is now 0-2. Cleveland just missed that pitch. They'll look to do something better here on 0-2. Outfield playing way back. Feuerstake especially in left field. Asbury Heath a little further back than usual. And Dadson in right around normal depth. Maybe a little further back. The pitch from Bowato. Cleveland on the ground. That one is going to get foul. Count remains 0-2. Brownlee takes a look at Brent Wales. Takes a look out to the outfield. 0-2. The pitch from Bowato. Brownlee takes in the dirt. Count is now 1-2. One ball, two strikes, one out. The pitch from Bowato. Cleveland takes inside, and that hits him. So Cleveland gets hit. Now, do they go with a pinch runner? Pinch runner for Cleveland Brownlee, so the Majors lose his bat for the rest of this ninth inning. As Spencer Bach takes over at first base for Cleveland. Byron Reichstein at the plate. Byron steps up once again. In the ball game, he's grounded out to second, struck out, and flown out to left field. Look to do something better against Bowato. One out, runner at first base. Soriano shaded towards the middle. Move over to first. Bach was fooled by that one. Bowato looks in. Bowato, one of the relievers that likes to go from the windup. Can't do that with a runner on base. Coming set. Here's the pitch to Byron. In the air, left field. That one's going to get well foul. But Byron gave that one a ride. Count 2-0-1. Bowato comes set on the mound. And a move over to first base, and that's going to be a balk. Yes! So a balk called, and I'm in complete agreement with the call. It looked from our angle up here like Chris Bowato was going to the plate, and all of a sudden he fires over to first. So a balk called, which will allow Spencer Bach to move up to second base. So thanks to the balk, Bach moves up, and the Majors have a runner in scoring position with one out. Out comes the Welland manager, Brian Esri, who's going to talk to the first base umpire.
Is that second?
I guess second base now.
Yeah. So it's funny.
In the meantime, Byron will go and get some pine tar.
Very slight movement.
So, while Esri argues the call, Chris Bowato's going to try and stay warm. Nolan Pettipiece will go find out from Andrew Mercier what the plan is, if there is a bunt. And now he'll go talk to Bowato, who doesn't like the call. Esri's still arguing. It's an argument he's not going to win. Mercier talking to the home plate umpire. Now to his manager, and it looks like they're going to give the intentional pass to Byron. No, they're not. Yes, they are. No, they're not. They will not give the intentional pass. I saw Brian Esri put 4 fingers up. Apologies to all those listening and watching. And they will put him on. So I guess I was right. So Byron gets the intentional pass. First and second now. With 1 away in the bottom of the 9th inning. That'll bring up Jonathan Thibodeau. It's a chance to do some damage. Jonathan Thibodeau at the plate and Jonathan DuForest on deck after the intentional pass to Byron. Bowato comes set. Pitch to Thibodeau. That's going to miss outside. 1-0. Bowato looks in. Gets the sign he likes and comes set. The pitch. Thibodeau up high. 2-0. On deck, Jonathan DuForest. Coming set, Bowato. The 2-0. Thibodeau line drive. Cut at second base, and Bach will be doubled up. So Spencer Bach moves up to second base and gets eliminated on the line drive double play. A laser off the bat of Jonathan Thibodeau leads to 2 outs, and the inning is over. So 9 complete at Labatt Park. How does extra innings sound? We're going there on Majors TV.
Are you looking for that perfect birthday gift this summer? Then make sure you visit the London Majors team store located under the grandstand at home games or online at londonmajors.com. The Major store has lots of different items including t-shirts, game-used jerseys, hoodies, and Collins Majors socks, compliments of Collins clothiers. The Major store also has multiple different styles of London Majors official New Era caps. So make sure you visit us under the grandstand at home games or online at londonmajors.com.
Welcome back to Majors Baseball on Majors TV. My name is Dylan Baker. Top of the 10th inning, DeAndre Asbury Heath leads things off for the Welland Jackfish. Fitzsimmons on the mound once again for his second inning of work. Once he reaches 2 outs, it will be his third. Called strike one on the first pitch to Asbury Heath. 0-1. Here's the pitch from Fitzsimmons. That's outside. 1-1. Fitzsimmons comes set. The 1-1. That's up high. 2-1. Asbury Heath digs in. Fitzsimmons looks into the sign from Jonathan Thibodeau. He comes set the pitch. That's in the air, popped foul. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Sound effect just played at the ballpark made every fan hope that it wasn't their card that ball hit. 2-2. Asbury Heath at the plate. Fitzsimmons set the pitch. Popped foul. Count remains at 2-2. Asbury Heath digs in. Gets set for this next pitch as Fitzsimmons is ready to fire at the 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 1 away after the strikeout, and that brings up Andrew Mercier. Andrew Mercier, the original designated hitter in the ball game, now the catcher. Steps in. Fitzsimmons comes set. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Big swing there from Mercier. 0-1. Fitzsimmons gets the sign he likes from Thibodeau. The 0-1, swing and a miss on an off speed. That is the wonderful mix that John Fitzsimmons features. He fires a lively fastball, gets a huge cut, and then way ahead of the next pitch was Andrew Mercier. So Fitzsimmons, is working well out there. The 0-2, swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 up, 2 down, 2 strikeouts so far. 2 gone at the top of the 10th. Brings up Nolan Pettipies. He's grounded out to second, grounded into a double play, walked and singled in 4 trips to the plate. The pitch from Fitzsimmons, that's just gonna miss. 1-0. The 1-0. That's in the dirt. That'll get past Thibodeau and all the way back to the backstop. Doesn't really matter. 2-0. Two balls, no strikes. The pitch from Fitzsimmons. That's a called strike 1. 2-1. Two balls, 1 strike. The pitch from Fitzsimmons. Squaring around a bunt is Pettipies, and he didn't pull back. 2-2. Fitzsimmons set. Here's the 2-2. That's just going to miss the outside corner. Sailed a little too far away. Count is now full. 3-2 pitch. Got him. 3 up, 3 down. 3 strikeouts for Fitzsimmons at the top of the 10th. We head to the bottom half. For the majors, it'll be DeForest, Ambrose, Froze when we come back. Quick little out-of-town scoreboard update. Guelph and Toronto are now tied 5-5 in the top of the 8th inning. Kitchener leads Brantford 8-4 in the bottom of the 7th, and Barrie leads Hamilton 12-3 in the bottom of the 7th there. The Blue Jays and Red Sox is now final 6-1. Blue Jays win this one. They take 2 out of 3 from the Red Sox. They are off to New York, as Chris Bowato still out there on the mound for the Welland Jackfish, as we head to the bottom of the 10th inning. Jonathan Dufour steps up to the plate for the London Majors to lead off the bottom half of the 10th inning, the last half inning in my scorebook, so let's end it here. Pitch from Bowato is going to be a called strike 1 to DeForest, 0-1. To DeForest on the ground. Nice play by Pettipies. Throw gets away. DeForest around first. He's going to get the second. He might try for 3. Brent Wales throws up the stop sign. Nolan Pettipies, a good play at third base, but he threw it away, and now the winning run is at second base. So, Nolan Pettipies will get slapped with an E5 there. A 2-base error, allowing Jonathan DeForest to get to second. And that brings up Mike Ambrose. And that will not bring up Mike Ambrose, as he has been given the intentional pass, and the Majors have 2 guys on with nobody out here in the bottom of the 10th inning. Double play now in order. Nolan Pettipies goes to talk to Chris Bowato. If you calm down, apologize for the error. Brings up Steve Froze, the Majors' third baseman, wearing the number 28. 2 men on, nobody out, in the bottom of the 10th inning. The first pitch and a move over to second, nobody's there. Hearing it from the fans. And a Bowato comes set, the pitch, squaring around Abundance, Froze, sacrifice, executed beautifully through the legs, and the Majors have the bases loaded. A beautiful sacrifice bunt that got through the legs of Matt Schmidt, and the bases are loaded with nobody out. Carlos Artiega steps up to the plate. If you remember, he had a clutch RBI double in his last at-bat in the 8th inning. Majors would take anything in the air to the outfield. The outfield is playing way in, trying to cut down any run. The pitch, Artiega swings and misses, strike one. Sorry for the mic being turned off. 0-2 to Carlos Artiega. The 0-2 from Boato. On the ground to third. They're going to come home. Throw to the plate in time. So DeForest is cut down trying to score. 1 out. Bases remain loaded with Artiega getting to first. Yuki Yasuda steps up to the plate in his first home game. He's got a shot to get on the good side of the home crowd in his first game. Outfield is playing way in. At third base, you see Mike Ambrose. At second base, Steve Froese. First base, Carlos Artiega. Boato comes set. First pitch to Yuki. That's going to miss inside. 1 ball, no strikes. The 1-0. Yuki takes low again. 2 balls and no strikes here. Boato comes set. The 2-0. That's a called strike. 2-1. The 2-1. Yuki pops it up. Matt Schmidt, infield fly rule. Batter's out. 2 gone. Bases loaded. Izzy Pena. So Izzy Pena steps up to the plate. Evan Britt on deck. Pinch hitting for Spencer Bach. Pitch. That's going to miss. Outside. 1-0. Pitch. Inside. 2 balls, no strikes. Boato comes set. The 2-0. Inside again. 3 balls and no strikes to Izzy Pena. Boato looks in. The pitch. Pena takes a strike. 3-1, taking all the way. Coming set, Boato. The 3-1. Pena takes ball 4. A walk-off walk. And your London Majors beat the Welland Jackfish. Wow. That is something I didn't expect to see. Izzy Pena going to get the Gatorade shower after the walk-off walk. His contributions to today's ball game were immense. Taking ball 4, and allowing the winning run to score. So, 10 innings later, the Majors walk off as winners on a walk. Thank you all very much for tuning in to Majors TV on a beautiful Sunday afternoon at Labatt Park. The walk-off walk capped everything off. Majors beat the Jackfish 4-3 and are now one game out of 4th place. So the Majors win 4-3. They beat the Jackfish this week. The Majors travel to Brantford. Noah Smith will be on the call before the Welland Jackfish come on right back to London, where they will face the Majors on Friday night. Thank you all very much for tuning in. For Matt Hiscox and the rest of our live stream crew, my name is Dylan Baker. We'll see you all next time.